ニューヨークの若者の作品ね、やっぱりセンスいいですよね。ルース・チェンジをご覧いただきました。で93便に関してはわざわざプロパガンダ映画作りましたよね。見た人います？93便っていう映画できましたよね、ハリウッド映画が。これ見ると全然今と違うことの話になってますよね。こういう乗客が勇敢に戦って、そして墜落させたということになって、本当お涙頂戴の、それを見てアメリカ人はこう団結したわけですよね。こうやってアメリカ人が祖国を守るために自分の命を捨ててね、犯人をやっつけて飛行機を墜落させたんだから、自分たちも国を守るために立ち上がろうって言って、この映画は使われたわけですよ。そして今まで見ていただいた4本の映画なんですけども、どれもですね、911にすでに疑問を持ってる人には効き目があるんですね。ちょっとでもいいから疑問を持った人にはですね、見ていただけるんですけども、そんなことありえないっていう人たちがいっぱいいるんですよ。アメリカ政府がそんなことするはずないじゃないかっていう人口っていうのかな、そういう人すごく多いんですね。でなんと私自身がそうだったんですね。だから最初の3年間はもちろんアメリカの戦争に反対していましたけれども、それはあくまでもテロに対して戦争するっていうことは逆効果であるという、そういう主張での反対だったんですね。911事件がアメリカ政府の内部犯行だからっていうんじゃなかったんですね。それぐらい私も騙されていたんですけども、でも私よりもっともっと騙されっぱなしの人っていうか、いや政府がそんなことをやるはずないっていうので、もう思考停止して、そこから先に一歩も進めない人ってたくさんいます。でそういう人におすすめなのが次の映画なんですね。で次の映画はどういう映画かというと、世界貿易センタービルで旦那様を亡くした4人の未亡人が本当の理由を知りたいって言って、本当に自分の夫はどうして死ななきゃいけなかったのっていうことで、その理由を探していくんですね。その中でいろいろ政府の妨害というか、なかなか本当のことを教えてくれないって言うんですね。でその中でその4人の未亡人が出会って、互いに励まし合いながら真実を追求していくという、人間ドラマといいますかね。でそこからのアングルから彼女たちの気持ちとか視点に立ってみると、この物語は非常に受け入れやすい。でアメリカで一番広く受け入れられているのはこの作品だと思いますね。プレス・フォー・トゥルースというんですけれども、あと一番たくさん見られているのはもちろんルース・チェンジであります。ではちょっとプレス・フォー・トゥルースを時間あればちょっとだけ見てみましょう。真実を求める遺族たちのプレス・フォー・トゥルースですね。
My name is Laurie Van Auken. My husband Kenneth Van Auken was killed on September 11th at the World Trade Center. He was on the 105th floor of the North Tower, which was the first building that was hit and the second building to collapse.
My name is Patricia Casaza. I lost my husband, John Casaza. He worked for Cantor Fitzgerald on the 104th floor of the first tower.
My name is Mindy Kleinberg, and I lost my husband Alan. He worked for Cantor Fitzgerald on the 104th floor of the North Tower. I got a message from him on the morning of September 11th saying that, I love you, I'm in the World Trade Center, the building was hit by something, I don't know if I'm going to get out, but I love you very much and I hope I see you later, bye. And I didn't make it to the phone on time to speak with him. I tried calling him back, and I was never able to reach him, so I never spoke to him again.
On September 11th, 2001, 2,972 people from more than 80 countries were killed, leaving thousands of loved ones behind. While grieving continued for many, some began to move beyond their personal pain.
My husband's service was in October, and then I think I went into angry mode, and that's when it started to question everything.
I spent a lot of time on the computer. I started reading every single article that I could get my hands on. I mean, there was no sleeping at the beginning because we were grieving, it was hard to lay down, so I would spend all night just researching.
I want to meet with the NSA, CIA, and the FBI together in one room.
Out of the many who were researching on their own, 4 widowed mothers found each other. New Jersey residents Mindy Kleinberg, Patty Casaza, Laurie Van Auken, along with Kristen Breitweiser, became known as the Jersey Girls.
we became friends and like-minded. We all had questions. We all had questions and wanted answers. Our families didn't want us asking these questions. That was painful. We should, just be breathing and healing. Well, part of our healing process is finding out exactly what happened.
We really were looking for answers feverishly at the beginning, and there was very little information being put out through the major media that answered our questions. There were just more questions. Every time we would look into something, we'd have more questions.
One article led to a question that begat another question that begat another question, and when you couldn't thread them together and you couldn't come to an answer that made sense, we started to catalog our questions.
The 911 emergency tapes and recordings, plus 500 interviews done with the fire department right after 9/11. All that material has been withheld from the public.
Sally partnered with widow Monica Gabrielle, who lost her husband Richard at the World Trade Center.
Why did the buildings fall? How could skyscrapers just crumple to the ground in 10 seconds?
Never before or since had fire caused a steel frame building to collapse. World Trade Center building number 7, never hit by an airplane, also collapsed that evening.
あんだけ離れてるんですよ。この火災が飛び火して WTC7 番ビルね、崩れますか？これ日本では報道もされてないんですよ。ひどい話です。
The largest structural collapse in world history, the largest loss of life on American soil since the Civil War, and not one governmental or elected official wanted to know why and how this happened.
これですね、誰も真相究明してないんですよ。日本の政治家もですよ。誰も真相究明してないの。それなのにアメリカと一緒に戦争だけはするっておかしいですよ、これ。
Realizing strength in numbers, 9/11 families rallied at the Capitol to press for answers.
We need a full independent investigation. We must ask the tough questions and seek out the difficult answers. We must, as a country, grow and be made stronger and safer by the bitter lessons learned on September 11th.
We are asking you, America, to stand behind us.
Please.
I was terrified to talk in front of anybody. This is not something that any one of us had ever done before.
The rally united once isolated families. Bob McIlvain, who lost his son Bobby, came from Philadelphia to join the group.
Being down in Philly, it's like you're out of the loop. I was floundering by myself, just talking to people, trying to find anyone.
It has been said that the intelligence agencies have to be right 100% of the time, and the terrorists only have to get lucky once. This explanation for the devastating attacks of September 11th, simple on its face, is wrong in its value. Because the 9/11 terrorists were not just lucky ones. They were lucky over and over again. When you have this repeated pattern of broken protocols, broken laws, broken communication, one cannot still call it luck. If at some point we don't look to hold the individuals accountable for not doing their jobs properly, then how can we ever expect for terrorists to not get lucky again?